Now, come February 16, 2019, Nigerians will troop to the polls to either elect a new president or return the incumbent, Muhammadu Buhari. At the moment, as we speak, there are about 90 political parties here in Nigeria. Now, not all of them will present a presidential candidate. The interesting thing, though, is that the two main political parties here, the People's Democratic Party, which is the main opposition party, otherwise called the PDP, and the ruling party, the All Progressives Congress, APC, have both zoned their presidential tickets to the north. Why is that important? It's important because Nigeria is made up of 36 states. 19 states are considered north, 17 states are considered south. That begs the question why any southerner at this time is trying to contest for that presidential seat. Personally, I don't think anyone in the 19 northern states will leave the two northern presidential candidates from the two main political parties and elect a southerner, especially a woman. It's not going to happen. Not in 2019. It won't. Hold that in one hand. Let me tell you this as well. Anyone who is hoping that the PDP candidate will be elected over President Muhammadu Buhari has to consider this. If these two main political parties have zoned it to the north, it means that we have a system in place where the north does it for 8 years and then the thing is zoned back to the south. Who does it for another 8 years? Until things change, that is the formula on the ground. You may not like it, but that's the way it is. Which means that Buhari has done 4 years, he has another 4 years to go. Now, if Atiku comes in, no matter what he says, because some people are saying Atiku says he will do only 1 term, you cannot promise and you cannot hold a man to a promise that will erode a right freely given to him by the Constitution. The Constitution allows him 2 terms of 4 years. That is 8 years. So if Atiku wins in 2019, it means he will be entitled to 8 years. And that means the presidency will have remained in the north for 12 years. Will the South be allowed to do its own 12 years? A lot of Nigerians will say, well, that arrangement is strictly within the parties. Yes, but those are the two main political parties as we speak today. Until that changes, those are the facts that we're dealing with. Now, the other point to consider is this. 19 northern states, according to the figures from the Independent National Electoral Commission, the 3 northern zones have together a number of voters over 35 million, whereas the southern region has 14 plus 8, 22, about 29 million. So as a southerner who's contesting, you are hoping to get a chunk of those 35 million voters in the north. It's not going to happen for anyone from the south who's contesting this election. And don't forget what the Constitution says in Section 134. For you to be elected president, you must have nothing less than 1/4 of the votes cast at the election in at least 2/3 of the states of the Federation. Now, out of 36 states, it means that you must have the most number of votes in at least 24 states. So even if you're a southerner who's contesting and all the 17 southern states vote for you, you will need 9 states from the north to back that up. Mathematically speaking, it's not possible. Perhaps in the near future, we will see a shift in that. But as it stands today, anyone who is not from the north, who is contesting this presidential election in 2019 has no chance of making an inroad or becoming president. But what do I know? Let me know what you think. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. 60 Minutes with Angela is at YouTube/TEDTV60. That's youtube.com/TEDTV60. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.